people had a very peculiar way of speaking.
For example, everything is always in the present tense. Like, last week, I am walking down 42nd Street. Or 10 million years ago, dinosaurs are roaming around Central Park.
And they never use contractions. They would never say, I don't wish to make a bed. They would say, I do not wish to make a bed. I do not know if anybody in the real world ever talks this way, but that is the way they talk in Damon Runyon's New York. In speakeasies like the 1600 Club, where the proprietor and hostess is Miss Missouri Martin.
Call me Mizzou. I manage the club. And I sing, You Make Me Love You, but only if you beg. And I obtain certain necessary but illegal supplies from a guy they call Dave the Dude.
Only a rank sucker would think of taking two peeks at Dave the Dude's doll. Because while Dave might stand for the first peek, figuring it is a mistake, it is a sure thing he will get sawed up at the second peek, and Dave the Dude is not a guy you want sawed up at you.
This Waldo Winchester is 100% sucker. This Waldo Winchester is a nice-looking young guy who writes pieces about Broadway in the morning item. The chances are, if Waldo Winchester knows that Dave the Dude is Miss Billy Perry's doll, he would never take more than the first peek. But by this time, Miss Billy Perry is taking peeks back at him.
Miss Perry, thank you so much for sharing my table with me. May I say, Miss Perry, that in that last number, your performance is superlative.
Oh, I thank you!
Yes, I say to myself, yes, here is the future of tap dance. The people must be told.
But I just keep in step with the other girls.
Forgive me, Miss Perry, but that is not what you do. Boris, champagne, please, for myself and Miss Billy Perry. Do not take umbrage, Miss Perry. You keep in step. You keep in beautiful step, in perfect step. And yet to me, you are not like the others.
Well, I'm the only redhead. Most tap dancers are blackheads. Did you know that?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, but I'm the only redhead. Of course, we all wear these platinum blonde wigs, so you cannot tell.
Yes. I sense the difference. Thank you, Boris.
Is it my batons?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, you're so polite. It's just that I'm the only one that toils. Batons.
How very true. You and you alone were batons. The band has struck up a merengue, Miss Perry. Will you do me the honor?
Of course.
Is there a love in the life of Miss Billy Perry? The people wish to know.
Oh, no. Not really. There is this one guy, though.
Who?
Oh, Davy Dude.
You are Dave the Dude's doll?
Oh, it's nothing like that. He hardly knows me.
Well, in that case, Miss Perry.
He does send me things sometimes.
Like what?
Oh, you know, fur coats, diamond rings, one thing or another.
Really?
Yeah, but I send them back to him at once. I am not the type of girl who takes things from strange guys.
I believe you are not, Miss Perry.
So last week, one-eyed Salieri took a little stood up, and he refers to you as truly as a broad, meaning no harm whatsoever. But then Dave, the dude, reaches across the table and bumps one-eyed Sally right in the kisser.
Really?
Miss Mizzou says that means he's serious. But I think it's just plain rude.
Is Dave the Dude here this evening?
Oh no, Mr. Winchester, he's out of the city this evening. He's down in the Bahamas to get some goods for his company.
Well, in that case, Miss Perry.
taking peeks back and forth at each other? Why, there you are indeed.
Of course, nobody tells Dave the Dude about this state of affairs because they do not wish to get Dave the Dude excited. Because when Dave the Dude becomes excited, he's liable to blow somebody's brains out.
Chances are it'll be nobody's brains but Waldo Winchester's. Although some say he already has no brains, or he would not be hanging around Dave the Dude's doll. So what happens but one night, Dave the Dude walks into the 1600 Club, and what does he see?
He sees his doll, Miss Billy Perry, surrounded by this Waldo Winchester in a position that is more than somewhat friendly. This agitates Dave the Dude to a considerable extent. Right away, he reaches for the old equalizer.
But he doesn't happen to have the old equalizer with him.
Oh.
Not expecting to have to shoot anybody this particular evening. Meanwhile, Waldo Winchester is in sickest heaven until he sees Dave the Dude walking over and releases his stranglehold on Miss Billy Perry.
Dave the Dude, Waldo Winchester, New York Daily Item. Tell me, Dave, the people wish to know, how does today's well-dressed bootlegger get...
Now, I will say for Dave the Dude that he has a pretty fair right up house, although his left is not so good. He knocks Waldo Winchester both in it. In fact,
Oh!
he folds up like a busted cotton. Waldo! What does he do to you? I'll tell you what I did! Dave the Dude,
What?
do not come near me. My Waldo is right about you.
Huh?
You are nothing but an illiterate gorilla! You impeded my meteoric rise for the last time. Now, from now on, I leave that to Waldo. Go, 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 go! I do not wish to see you again. Perpetually.
Dave the Dude stares at the two of them for a minute. Then, instead of giving Waldo Winchester a taste of the old shoe leather, which is customary in these situations, instead of that, he just turns around and walks out of the joint, feeling very mad and ugly.
After that, nobody sees Dave the Dude for a week, maybe 2 weeks. Until one Sunday afternoon, little Johnny McGowan comes and says to me like this.
Hey, what do you think? Dave the Dude kidnaps the scribe and is taking him out for an airing.
Now, I'm hurt by this proposition. I like Dave the Dude, but taking a newspaper guy like Waldo Winchester out for an airing is apt to cause talk, especially if he does not come back.
And furthermore, Dave the Dude is up at the Woodcock Inn on the Pelham Parkway, and he sent out the word to one and all to come join him there.
This invitation does not sound like a good thing at all.
He mentions your name in particular, so let us be moving.
The way I look at it, a guy like Dave the Dude is no company for a doll like me at this time. Either he does something to Waldo Winchester already, or is about to do something to him which I wish no part of. Anyway, we pull up in front of the Woodcock Inn. There's a lot of other cars there already ahead of us.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Come on in.
Dave,
Lizzo, I am so glad to see you.
Dave, what is coming off here?
Rochester Red, come on in. Have a drink.
Dave, you know a guy cannot be too careful when he does in a town like this.
Big Julie. Good to see you, Big Julie. Come on in. Join the party.
Dave, I would hate to see you get tangled up in anything right now.
Why, Miss Sue, there is nothing coming off here but a wedding. And it is the best wedding anybody on Broadway ever sees. Get a load of this.
Oh, Dave.
I show a Smith Brothers cough drop to the jewelry store guy and tell him, get me a diamond this big.
So you're marrying Miss Billy Perry then?
Not a chance. What type of guy would I be to hitch up a classy doll like Miss Billy Perry to a gorilla like me?
You are not a gorilla.
If Miss Billy Perry says
All
I
right,
am...
all right. I like gorillas. Some of my best customers are gorillas. I'm married to them. So, who's getting married then?
Nobody but Miss Billy Perry and the scribe.
I thought you hate the scribe.
I do. But I run into Miss Billy Perry the other night, and she is crying her eyes out because she loves this scribe. And you know, I love Billy so much. I wish her to be happy at all times, even if she has to marry that sneaky, miserable... Hey, little Caesar, come on in. Great to see you. The bar's over there.
So where's Waldo?
Over there, in the corner.
Huh?
The guy hugging his knees. You know, I once see two guys go to the old warm squatty boo up at Sing Sing prison, and I wish to say both are laughing heartily compared to Waldo Winchester at this moment. You would be doing me a great service, Mizzou, if you would go over there and kind of jolly him up a little bit. Tell him I'm not going to scrag him as he feels, although it would give me great pleasure to do so. After all, what kind of wedding would this be where the bridegroom gets scragged, huh? Hey, Fat Albert, great to see ya. Come on, join the party.
Well, I'm happy to hear that Dave intends of doing nothing worse to Waldo Winchester than getting him hooked up. So I sashay on over to where he's sitting. It looked like everybody from all the joints on Broadway are present, including Miss Billy Perry, who's all dressed up in white and lugging a big bundle of orchids. Miss Mizzou, she says to me, Dave the Dude is the most generous guy who ever lives. Finally, I make it over to Waldo, who's sitting all by himself and staring at the exit sign, but he looks to be all in one piece. Cheer up! Oh, the worst is yet to come.
You bet it is.
Fine looking bridegroom you made. Hey, cheer up, this is a wedding, not a funeral.
That remains to be seen.
I married 5 different guys. Twice with a preacher, twice with a justice of the peace, and once with a temple captain. It does me no harm whatsoever.
That is very nice. But I'll bet when you marry these guys, you do not have a wife.
A wife? What? Are you telling me you have a wife?
Yes, and she will be very nervous when she finds out about this.
You never mentioned a wife before.
Well, she never comes up before. But she is my wife all the same. My wife is Lola Sapola of the Rolling Sapolas, acrobats. You know her?
I do not.
She is the strong doll who juggles the other 4 Sapolas. And may I say, Miss Perry, or Mrs. Mizzou, rather, that in the admittedly limited field of acrobat juggling, Miss Lola Sapola is a shining star of the first magnitude. But I digress.
Yes, you do.
My wife is very strict with me. She does not allow me to go around marrying people. And she can be very physical, which I admire.
Does Miss Billy Perry know about this wife?
She never comes up.
Right. So why is it that you don't mention to Dave the Dude that you already have a wife when he takes you out here to marry you off to Miss Billy Perry?
Well, if I tell Dave the Dude I am married after taking his doll away from him, I am much concerned that Dave will become excited and do something possibly harmful to my health.
Now, there is much in what the guy says, to be sure. I'm thinking I better take it on the lamb out of here when there's a huge racket at the door. And Waldo goes,
Ah!
Dave the Dude? Which one of you guys is Dave the Dude? I say, which one of you guys is Dave the Dude?
I am Dave the Dude. What's the big idea busting in here like a walrus and gumming up our wedding?
So you are the guy who kidnaps my ever-loving husband and takes him out here to marry off to that little red-headed pancake.
Miss Billy Perry is not a pancake.
Says you.
And furthermore, Miss Billy Perry marries anybody she feels like marrying, anytime she feels like it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where's my father? Oh, there you are, darling. Oh, did that nasty little tramp scare you half to death? Oh, come now, we go home. I take good care of you. I make you nice hamburger.
Only because I am a gentleman, I do not throw you full of slugs.
Only because I am late. You are not already dead.
Billy? Where's Billy? Oh, Billy, I am so sorry you do not get your wedding. All I want is your happiness. For this Cupid, I am a total bust. This is the only nice thing I ever tried to do in my whole life. And it is too bad it does not come off. Maybe if you wait until he can drown her or something.
Oh, Dave.